Alright, what we're going to do next is the hands. They're fairly simple to do. What you do is just put a little, I don't know why I don't get another pencil. Anyway, put a little line on either side, roughly the same size on either side, same distance. What you want to do is you want to take your knife and you just want to put a little stop cut on either side, pretty deep. And you're just going to trim that out, just like so. Okay? You got to round off the corner up here, okay, where it goes around the corner. Same thing over here. You're going to take it down to that corner. You're just going to dig this out. And you're going to do the same thing underneath. Alright? And same thing over here. Alright, so there's your hands so far. We're going to go down just a little bit there. Okay, a little bit, and we're going to just trim that out just flush with it, with the body there. Just make it a little bit smaller than the sleeve. And the same thing to the bottom. You're just going to bring it up just a tad. Just going to cut that out a little bit. Yeah. So it looks a little smaller than the sleeve. Alright. Get rid of all this crazy rough spots here. Okay, we're going to round this off just a little bit. Just like so. This one's already rounded a little bit. Round off the top. What I'm going to do is I'm going to dig like a V tool, like a V cut there in the corner. Alright, we're just going to make that nice and deep. And we're going to put another little V cut right over top of it. Like 2 little V cuts. That didn't work out like I thought. There we go. Make this one a little distinctive again. You want 2 in there for the corner of the sleeve. Alright, then you want to round this off just a tad, and what I do is I clean it up around here a little bit. Alright, now the other thing we're going to do is I have them praying with their hands over like this instead of like this. Now, as you can tell, this would be tougher to do because you don't really have a center line. With the very first one, I put a line down the center. I just had her holding her hands like this, or, you know, this look. This one here, I have it just folding over one arm, one hand. It's a very simplified way of doing it. We're going to do the same thing here. I keep knocking these guys over, sorry. Let me just bring this down and round that off. So we're gonna try to get the planes of the hand. You know, there's 1, 2, 3 planes usually. One going underneath to the wrist. This one here. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a little pencil mark and we're gonna go right from there down to the bottom. Right there. Alright. We're just going to put a little stop cut there. And you can't reach inside going down this way. You want to turn it around and go from the bottom up. Alright. Alright, and what we're going to do is we're going to just trim this down a little bit. Alright, see how I have that? It's just a very simplified version of it. Okay, with one hand under the other. That's exactly what we're doing here. Alright, so what you're going to do is you're going to do a middle cut first, right in the center. Try to even your cuts out a little bit. Okay, one down here in the center and one in here in the center. So you want to just be very careful when you first do the initial cut. Now you could leave it like that, that would look fine, then making it too long because hands are folded underneath. Alright, we're just going to leave that the way it is. I think it's fine. If you want to bring it around the corner just a tad, you can. We're going to do that, just a little bit around. Now you can use a V-tool to do this, it's up to you. I find if your V-tool isn't sharp enough, you're not going to get the clear, crisp cuts. But some of you are very comfortable with the V-tool, and that's great. If you know, you do whatever you're most comfortable with when you carve. You know, if something is more comfortable to you than something else, then you could use that method. Whatever is easiest for you. Alright? That's pretty well it, folks, for the hands. You know, you just kind of trim it up a little bit and get rid of any, make it look like it's going underneath there. There you go. There you go. Alright, so that's what that looks like. Alright, so we have that done. We have most of this here on this side, the sleeves need to be done. So we're going to do that little V-cut. Cut that little ridge off and do our little V-cut there and a little V-cut up. Alright, just like so. You can redefine that a little bit better and a little bit deeper. Like I said, you know, I usually go back and I make some of these cuts a little deeper than what I started with, just to redefine and make it stick out a little bit more, make it deeper than what it's supposed to look like. And there's nothing wrong with doing that. I think that enhances your piece if you can go back, clean, and that way you can clean up any areas. You can see here there's that rough spot. We got to get that stuff off before I paint it. Alright. So, the next thing we need to do, we'll be right back.